Hey guys, welcome back to Anime Pill. Today I've arranged the top 10 fight scenes that have occurred in the world of One Piece. As you might expect, prepare yourself for some big spoilers. But before moving on, if you don't want to miss other great content like this, make sure to subscribe to this channel with the notification bell on. So let's dig in. Number 10. Sanji vs. Jabra. If you are wondering what makes this fight so special, this was the first time when Sanji finally gave fans the epic battle that they were waiting for. Jabra was one of the toughest members in CP9 and a Zoan Devil Fruit user. That Devil Fruit gave him the abilities to transform into a wolf. Jabra managed to counter Sanji's Troisième Hachis with his Tekkai defense move. But the battle between the two of them ended with a kick from Sanji's newly discovered fighting style, Diable Jambe. Number 9. Zoro vs. Kamazo the Manslayer. In 2 of the 3 arcs in the Yonko saga, Zoro didn't get any chance to show off the sharpness of his blades. But the fight between Zoro and Kamazo is the proof that both arcs were just building up for this epic battle. Zoro started the fight for helping 2 injured women in return for food and alcohol. In battle, Kamazo was able to pierce Zoro through the shoulder with his scythe, but it seems like all of it was the plan of Zoro. He takes the scythe and puts it in his mouth to attack Kamazo with his 3-sword style. This fight scene gets some budget-destroying animation to bring this fight to life. Number 8. Luffy vs. Doflamingo. This fight is one of the most iconic fight sequences in the One Piece series. The best underworld broker of drugs, Doflamingo, who is also a natural Haki user, ate a Paramecia Devil Fruit, which grants him to control and create strings at will. During the fight with Luffy, he converted the whole city to strings with his new awakened Devil Fruit powers, and attacked Luffy with his 16 holy bullets. This battle between the 2 supreme Haki users became one of the greatest fights for Luffy fans. To defeat Doflamingo, Luffy ended up using his Gear 4 Bounce Man for the first time. In the end, Luffy ended the battle with his latest finishing move, King Kong Gun. Number 7. Cyborg Frankie vs. Senor Pink. If you want to see the best fight scene of the Dressrosa arc, this duel between Cyborg Frankie and Senor Pink at least deserves a place in the top 3. Regardless of how they appear, Senor and Frankie are both tough characters. A brutal fight between both of them continues, and Senor Pink decides to use his ultimate move, proclaiming that if Frankie survives his attack, Senor will admit his defeat. Frankie actually survived that attack and defeated Senor Pink. The major highlight of this fight is when Senor Pink slips into the flashback of his lost love for his child and his Russian wife.
私、好きなんです。あなたも好き?
Number 6. Luffy vs. Celestial Dragon. If you don't know much about the Celestial Dragons, they are considered to be the highest class of people in the world of One Piece. Not a single pirate has ever dared to touch a Tenryubuto, but our Luffy is something else. Here, he prioritizes his anger over the repercussions of his actions. This fight scene becomes one of the best Luffy moments of the series, where Luffy punched one of the Celestial Dragons right in the face and sent him flying across the room. Just showing the clip alone of that punch does not do the justice of this moment. The magnitude of the meaning of this punch is actually a huge deal, and goes to show that Luffy will do anything for his friends. Number 5. Luffy vs. Usopp. Talking about friendship, Luffy and Usopp were very close friends, and Usopp challenged Luffy to fight him at 10 p.m. and the winner will keep the going merry. The fight is definitely a heartbreaking one. Seeing this fight between 2 best friends is really hard to watch. Despite being badly injured, Usopp was able to keep up with Luffy for a little while. In between, Luffy remembers the time when both of them used to be good friends and sailed together on the same ship. It was just a matter of time until Luffy ended the fight with a finishing blow and decided to leave the going merry for Usopp. I highly recommend you not miss this fight scene. Number 4. Zoro vs. Kaku. Personally, this is my favorite battle at the Tower of Justice. And guess what? This one is hilarious. The fight between one of the toughest assassins and Zoro from the Straw Hat is the fight which elevates its chief swordsman. But it seems this duel is less of an awesome battle and more of a funny battle. However, after getting overwhelmed by Kaku, Zoro decided to use his 2 Gorilla as his next attack. This attack is purely fascinating because of how much it pumps up his strength. In between, Kaku said to Zoro that he is quite a resilient man, but he is a giraffe boy. And of course, Zoro replied to him, "What? Your super name is Giraffe Boy?" Now Kaku gets fired up a little and calls him a fool, and again Zoro replied, "Now it's a giraffe fool." This fight contains many hilarious moments which gets us Zoro lovers to calm down a bit when we see Zoro having some difficulties. And in the end, Zoro ended the fight with one of his most powerful attacks, Ashura, Silver Mist.
Ashura.
Number 3. Zoro vs. Ryuma. Shimotsuki Ryuma was a legendary samurai from Wano country who was turned into a general zombie. There is no doubt about his immense physical strength. He wields shusui and was able to turn it into a permanent black blade. In the fight between Zoro and Ryuma, it seemed like none of them was going to be able to gain the advantage over the other because they are catching each other's attack. The Hogback's lab gets destroyed by the force created by the attacks, which pushes them to continue the fight on the roof. After this intense battle, the roof collapses on the ground below. Zoro finally defeats Ryuma with his secret technique which sets him on fire. After the fight, Zoro gets shusui from Ryuma, and the Shadow of Brook finally returns to him.
恥じる気持ちがありゃ十分。心身ともにあってこその剣士だ。お前が生きた時代に会いたかったよ。
Number 2. Luffy vs. Rob Lucci. The duel between Monkey D. Luffy and the leader of CP9 Rob Lucci takes the major highlight of the arc, and surely this fight is unforgettable. Lucci is a complete brute, not to be messed with. He ate the Zoan-type devil fruit that grants him the abilities and fighting skills of the leopard. The fight continues as Lucci and Luffy exchange blows. Lucci's power is so overwhelming until Luffy uses his second and third gear. But still, Luffy was not able to counter the power level of Lucci. In order to defeat Lucci, Luffy has to break all limits of his strength. This is the first time we have seen Luffy using third gear, and he used Gomu Gomu no Gatling gun to close the deal. After this battle, the bounty on Luffy increased to 300 million berries. Number 1. Luffy vs. Katakuri. One of the best fight scenes after the time skip so far is this one. Charlotte Katakuri is the strongest son of Yonko Big Mom. This fight is the longest battle Luffy ever fought, which stands at more than 10 hours. The bounty on Katakuri is more than 1 billion berries, which makes him a very dangerous opponent. He carries a heightened form of observation haki that lets him see into the future. That's why Luffy was not able to hit Katakuri at the beginning of the battle, as he can predict every move Luffy was going to make. As the fight goes on, Luffy learned how to see a bit into the future and decided to finally show another form of his fourth gear, Snake Man. But still, he was not able to match the power level of Katakuri. He showed another form, Black Mamba, and Katakuri used Diced Mochi, and with this, both of them went down. But it seems Luffy was not able to beat him. It was Katakuri who decided to give up. From this fight, Luffy definitely learned to harness his new skills. This sums up all fight scenes for this video. There are many more fights we want to discuss on other lists, so I think I will make another video on the top battles of One Piece. Before leaving, if you like this video, don't forget to write down a comment on what your favorite battle is in One Piece, and what topic you want to see in the next video. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.